Hello everybody, welcome to Exploring the Car with host Rock Castaldo. Fix the mic a little bit, camera I mean. I missed work today, so I'm sorry that this is a little late, but I wasn't feeling well. I have a sick stomach. I'm going to be on the Nature of Reality Radio, Nature of Reality Radio tonight at 6 to 8 Eastern, and I think they're also connected with the InfoWars, Alex Jones InfoWars somehow. I think I read that. This is going to be an interesting talk real quick. It's about these translucent beings that I've encountered in the astral, and how they are appearing in the third dimension as well sometimes. And information that I've been able to pull in is really highly intriguing, and I feel like I'm on the right track with piecing it together. Like I say, I pull in this information that's it's almost like a movie that I see, and I'm piecing it together, and I'll even hear words and phrases and see symbols, and it's interesting how it comes about. It's almost like a playing charades in a way as well too. And there has been these beings that are translucent type beings. I'll show you a picture in a minute. I have a picture of what kind of they look like. You know, okay, it's hard to describe what I'm seeing in my head, but basically what I feel is that when a soul passes, I've described it before, you basically have to go through a series of realms. You know, some see these bright lights, which attracts them to certain realms, or a maze, you know, basically. But Astrega, we believe that the soul has to pass through the lunar realm. You know, that the moon is a technology, a soul technology, and it's been put here to basically not only a technology for Gaia to keep the harmony of Gaia, but it's also a solar and lunar, between the sun and the moon. It's a like a portal network. It's entranceways and exits through our dimensions, and the moon is a sort of astral base. There is what can be only described as a sort of recycling center, a soul recycling center that is on the dark side of the moon and beneath the moon. And I've had visions of this before. It's very interesting. I feel that it was brought here by the Draco hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and that it is a sort of recycling center where the soul, all the particles of light, all the coded fibers, the information of light that is within a soul, all from their past ancestry and everything, is extracted from the soul and cleansed of that incarnation. Everything that was awakened during that incarnation is forgotten, basically. All that particles of light that is information, light is information that's been awakened during that incarnation, and that's been passed down through past incarnations and through the ancestral line, is extracted from that soul and cleansed and awaits another soul, like another body, you know, to travel to the next body. And you know, I don't have all the answers. I'm just piecing together different things that I've seen, and I think that if a soul does not ascend spiritually to a higher realm, and it is sent back through to the physical plane. You know, there are realms traveled, you know, and I also believe of the 7 realms of existence, you know, and I feel that there are beings that are just this information that's been extracted, this particles of light, almost a bioluminescent type of look to them. You see, for bioluminescence to happen, a chemical reaction has to take place. Everyone knows that they call Lucifer the bringer of light. Well, people don't realize that that word comes from luciferin. And luciferin is a compound that actually produces light. And for it to produce light, it has to have a reaction with another compound. And the other compound is a photoprotein, and which includes like calcium and other things are included in it. And I feel that these translucent type beings that we've come across, that people have seen in the third dimension, in our physical plane, are beings that are getting caught between realms, looking for that chemical reaction. You know, they are particles, I think they are information that's been extracted and cleansed, and that got lost in the process, or, you know, wandered off their path in the realms, and somehow got caught in this dimension. And there are portals beneath the water, okay? Especially areas that are water, near power plants or high energy nuclear power plants, or places that have high energy. I feel that these beings are drawn to that energy, the vibration, and what's being pumped out of these facilities, and they're drawn to the high energy. They get drawn to it somehow, and they arise from the waters, looking for some kind of chemical reaction. It's like a natural craving for them to be drawn to the energy. These translucent type beings have been seen near Plum Island as well in New York, and you know, that's where the CDC had their offices, possibly where diseases like Lyme disease was created, and things like that as well. And they've been seen in places near nuclear power plants. I've seen them near Indian Point, New York, which is a nuclear power plant. I've seen them coming out of the waters there, and it's interesting because it's not a saltwater area, it's the Hudson River there. You would think something that looks bioluminescent would come from salt waters, but I think that they are somehow a soul that's been stripped and cleansed and only travels through the realms. You know, it's not a being that is supposed to be in the third dimension, and somehow they get caught in this dimension in some sort of way, and they're only here for a brief moment until they fade out. And I think they're like, in that moment, they're looking for contact. They're looking for some type of chemical reaction. I would stay away from it. I don't know if it's something that sounds crazy to you, but when I saw this picture online, it resonated with me. These beings, I've seen this before, and this is what I saw coming out of the Hudson River near Indian Point. And when I meditated on it, the information that came to me is the information that I've been talking to you about these last 10 minutes. So, I don't know if I'm onto something here. I don't know if it's they could be an interdimensional race, you know. It could be something like that as well. But I feel that it does have something to do with information. Light encoded particles. And I'm going to wrap it up for now. Like I said, I'll be on Nature of Reality Radio. I'm going to do another video tonight about the Grigori after the show. And I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I'm going to really give it a good show tonight. And thank you for everybody joining me. And spiral out.